So how to prepare for a speech is something, but how to make it effective? I can give you 6 points, 7 points, 10 points, but genuinely it is my first point. When we prepare for a speech itself, how to start a speech also occurs in that. But where we can go on get people. People have different ethics and ways of doing it. Sometimes they do it with their humor. Sometimes they do it with your tone and voice. Sometimes they do it with examples, case studies, questions, costs, answers, puzzle, gifts that can be an antidote of something, a vivid description of some other incident which actually contrastly matches the topic or exactly matches the topic. For example, let me start like this. If you look at this, I am in charge of higher studies in SNS. Not in charge of, it's a coordinator. That's it. So our students go to different countries overall to study and learn. Germany is a very favored destination for many students. Now, one of the important aspects that we learned was German engineering and electronics have literally have a large space in the planet. But when we looked at it, how many engineers are made by German per year, UG, mechanical or something? We saw this, only 1,000, less than 1,500 engineers were made in India. We're making it above 1 lakh in Tamil Nadu alone, all over engineering. We were surprised by it. Why does that? Because if you want to do a UG in Germany, you need to spend 7 years. 3 years in learning, 3 years in teaching, and 1 year in industry combined with 3, 4 years. So it takes 7 years to make an engineer, but he's an engineer, not a paper tiger at all. But if you want to do MS in Germany, it's comparatively easy. When I start like this, not exactly, but with question and answers, if I want to speak about higher education, I have already grabbed their attention. Right now, my job is finished what I started. That's all. A statistics presented as a case study in a certain format can be very effective nowadays. Now, if I want to go with one more statistics, I can say social media. How many percent of Indian population do you think is in Twitter? You will be surprised. Less than four. Out of this less than four, how many are active? How many have double accounts? How many are bot type? How many are created for commercial purpose? Just for some purpose and then left over. The number can be less than two. Will it increase? Definitely yes. But what is the scenario today? This is it. If you want to give an example for humor, I would suggest Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan is an excellent speaker. Maybe he doesn't speak long duration, but he's an excellent speaker. He has this wit and charm. Well, definitely everybody likes him, but his ability to speak is maybe in North India, I know in South India it's not much. I'm making my students watch it a bit, how he speaks and how wonderful he is. Normally, people go to movies because it's inspiring. No, because it's interesting. It may be inspiring. So when you want to start something, how you start it, how you provoke people. Provocation can work in certain area, but we should be sensitive about the do's and don'ts of it. You can't spit in the face. You can't slap in the face also. But you can make them touch their face, according to me. If you are a renowned and extremely well-renowned speaker, mm, most probably you won't be watching this YouTube right now. because you're already there. If you look at the office, people go there at a certain time, and the boss, if the office is at 8 o'clock, he may cannot come at 9:30. He can just open the door and click a bell and ask for a cup of coffee. If you want to become a boss, and if you want to start a day at 10 o'clock with a coffee, wrong number. You have no idea what the boss has done all these years. It's the most interesting thing. Not to be looking like a winner, but if you want to be a winner, you need to work. Work in your own way, work in your own time, work in your own pace, keep the target, but you can't imitate yourself as a winner. After winning, somebody does something, they're different. So renowned speakers are renowned. They are known by everybody. They know their capability. They have seen different sides of them, and there's a crowd waiting for them. They can do completely differ from you, but you're not of that type. We are just beginners. For the new crowd, I may be a teacher. I may be renowned in the college, but when I go to first year, I'm looking at a completely new crowd. They are new. They don't know me. It takes some time for them to know me. So I need to look at this. Every class is my first class. That's the best way to go. But we can use the repetition also. The repetition grows. Whether I want my repetition, whether I don't want my repetition, but repetition grows. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, face it. So there is something like that always which comes without exception. It just comes to you. So how will you handle that? Originality, being humble helps a lot. A vivid description of a scene. That is how you transport people, not make them hallucinate, make them imagine for the betterment of you and them. That can be very good. That can be very nice because they will be able to see something which can take them somewhere. There needs to be this kind of thing that how original you can get with things, which is you can even dance if you know to, provided you fit into the box. You can start with the game. You can ask a few questions. For example, if you ask people, what is the price of your phones? Can you say 1 or 2 minutes? You can get these answers. The people less than 20,000, more than 20,000, 30,000. What is the price of iPhone, Samsung Flip? You can ask it. Then you can simply look at them and ask, how many know what is the price of tomatoes today? Today. Now you see some hands will be looking and they'll be looking around. If you ask them what's the price of gold today, of course women will move up. But today is a question which may not be exact, but they will know approximately. Last year alone, Hero Moto shares have doubled. It has been 100 times moved up in share market. So shares can be like that. So somebody who is good in shares may not know the vegetable price. Somebody who is good with vegetables may not know the gold price. Somebody who is good with gold may not know the petrol price at all. Somebody who is good may not know anything about their future salary in a particular company because it will completely vary after some time. So how will you get them? Get them somehow. So use your techniques. Look for the feedbacks, not in terms of paper. Look at the faces when you speak. That's a problem with this webcam which I'm speaking. I don't know how you react, but I can assume. But when it's a live interaction, we can very clearly see. But don't stare at people, look at them. That's a very important thing. Even if you're a teacher, don't stare at them, look at them. Looking at them can be very important. Staring at them, no use.